Whew. Take a shot every time something gets leaked in Mortal Kombat 1, and you'll be feeling like Baraicho and probably vomiting like that Thanksgiving Fatality that, well, got leaked a couple days ago over the weekend. Hey, what's up, Dynasty? Back again with another Mortal Kombat 1 MK Uno video, and I don't even know where to begin. In today's video, at the very least, confirmed concrete information from the source code. Seems like we have some insights on Quan Chi's movesets in Mortal Kombat 1. Also, it seems like NetherRealm Studios is doing some type of data mine troll because a bunch of miscellaneous cameo fighters and characters were recently found from this most recent patch update that dropped alongside Omni-Man. You guys do know Omni-Man got released a few days ago if you do have the premium or the Combat Pack DLC via early access. In that update, it seems like they're doing something very reminiscent of the Injustice 2 days. You guys remember back in Injustice 2, they saw that data miners were data mining the source code. They mentioned like Shaggy as a DLC character and things of that sort. And it kind of seems like that's happening again, maybe. So we're going to unpack that. But at the very least, confirmed concrete information about Quan Chi and some type of other extended DLC stuff that's probably not real, but we're gonna break it down. If you're hyped for that, take a second, drop a like on the video. I want to say thank you for always choosing me to be Mortal Kombat 1 Insider. Without you, I'm nothing. There's no machine behind me. I'm still blacklisted. WB hates me. Ed Boon does too. I don't lose sleep over it though because I got you, and I love you for that. So without further ado, Dynasty, what the hell is going on? Keep me up to speed with what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1's content. Okay, so let's just go all the way back to what we know, for sure so far when it comes to featured content after the Combat Pack 1 DLC. This dates back to September 20th. Shout out to my homie, my friend, my pal, TheThiny. I love you, Thinny. At this point in time, we do know after Combat Pack 1 launches, Takeda being the last character dropping summer of 2024, we have this in store for us as a Combat Pack 2 DLC, Aftermath expansion DLC, if you will. It's kind of like the gist of it. Cyrax, who appears to be gender swapped, maybe a lady. Noob Saibot, who is pretty much all but confirmed via the story mode expansion that got leaked, which I talked about on my channel ad nauseum. If you missed those videos, card on the screen right now. Sector, again, who was also featured, I believe, in the story expansion. Then we have Jade, Cassie Cage, Kung Jin. When it comes to guest characters, Ghostface, Terminator, T-1000, and Conan the Barbarian. So keep that in mind. All of this is confirmed more or less to be the upcoming content dropping after summer 2024. Obviously, things are always subject to change, but when it comes to the main fighters right here, this appears to be the case. Now, in regards to cameo fighters, I just feel like I gotta do this so you guys aren't confused. In regards to cameo fighters, this is still a little shaky, but in the source code, Li Mei, Liu Kang, Quan Chi, Shinnok, and Kintaro have these cameo fighter codenames. They may or may not be cameo fighters in the future as DLC. I've learned that every character in the roster has like a cameo version because of the story mode, so that leaves Li Mei, Liu Kang kind of wishy-washy, but at the very least it seems like Quan Chi, Shinnok, and Kintaro could be cameo fighters for that second DLC dropping after summer of 2024. So again, just the big update overview. That's all the confirmed stuff we have at this point in time. And again, just to like reiterate that, going back to September, shout out to Interloko, shout out to Thinny. They found these in the source code. Thinny says, with the exception of Kintaro, all 23 roster characters have a cameo version. In order to know if they're real cameos, have to start with KHAR_. So again, we don't entirely know. Now let's go ahead and talk about what dropped today via Interloko. Just like TheThiny, one of the few trusted credible sources in the community who's been data mining this game at ease, it seems like. And according to Interloko, came out today and said, MK1 data mine, as you know, Quan Chi is the next DLC character in the Combat Pack after Tremor. Here are a few strings of his moves. Bone Cage, EX, Bone Trap, Bubble, Rough, Run Type, Rune, Self-Harm, Skull. The asterisk saying, I don't know if self-harm is the effect of some move and if it affects Quan Chi or the enemy. When will he get released? Winter 2023-2024. And again, that has been made official by official press releases from WB sent out to all their partners. So kind of not much, but at the very least, it seems like we got some bone moves. Is he gonna have some of Shinnok's moveset coming back from like the days of Mortal Kombat X? Don't know, but small update in regards to Quan Chi's moveset. Big thumbs up, shouts to Interloko. Now, this is where things get very interesting. Again, everything we're about to unpack seems to potentially be after the Combat Pack 2 and expansion we talked about earlier. Doesn't seem real, it could be, don't know. Take it for what it is. Interloko came out and said possible upcoming waves of DLC characters, cameos, and more. MK1 data mine, this information comes from the latest update. In the video I've uploaded, we have DLC characters, cameos, some quips, some intro dialogues, and more. I don't know if I hit gold or someone's trying to troll us, so as always, take this with a grain of salt. And attached is a video that Interloko posted I'm going to share right here.
Hi guys, in this video I will show you the information I found in the latest update of the game, and then it's up to you to decide if we hit gold or someone is trying to troll us. So take this with a grain of salt. Let's start with some intro dialogues.
You tame a demon to do your bidding. Who is she talking to? My Chris will end your pet. Who has a pet? Don't know. Johnny's saying, how about you star in my next movie? I'm calling it Punch Face, which I think's about Ghostface. Just to let you know, purple's taken. Somebody wearing purple. Be gone, little girl. Who is this little girl? Don't know. So be it. You will join your father. Sub-Zero saying, you have served the Lin Kuei admirably with Kuai Liang's death. Noob Saibot. Frost. That's Grandmaster to you.
Now let's see some quips.
Daywolf and Scarlet. Ancestors provide me with strength. The Great Spirit is with me. Daywolf. Not Nightwolf. Daywolf. Interesting. Blood is spilled. Apparently that's for Scarlet. Soon, I shall feast.
This is the list of Khameleon's DLC, but remember, nothing is set in stone. It might be a troll, so take this with a grain of salt. We have Jade, Yarrick, Kintaro, Kotal, Mocap, Nightwolf, Shiva. This is the list of DLC characters. We have Bo Raicho, Inenra, Jakui, Cable 01D, Cobra, Lightfoot, Maraxia, Scarlet. And finally, we have a list of skins for some of the DLC characters and cameos. Nightwolf, Ancient Shaman, Shiva, Death March, Shinnok, Imposter, Jade, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Inenra, Pure Black.
Shout out to Interloko. Again, none of this is confirmed, but it is found from the most recent patch. Jade, Jarek, Kintaro, Kotal Khan, Mocap, Nightwolf, and Shiva. Wow. That's kind of a bombshell. This is the alleged DLC characters, Bo Raicho, and Enro, which is so interesting because you already have Smoke. You know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense. Jackie, Cyber Cabal, that's interesting. Cobra, Lightfoot, not Nightwolf, and they're also calling him Daywolf, so that's really weird. We know they're supposedly, potentially gonna pass the mantle down one day. It was kind of teased in Mortal Kombat 11's ending for Nightwolf, that it'd be a Lady Nightwolf. Is that Lady Nightwolf? Don't know. Fallen Ashra, that's a weird one, and Scarlet. The skins are also just really weird. Ancient Shaman for Nightwolf, Death March for Shiva, Imposter for Shinnok, classic skins for Jade, and Pure Black for Inenra. Like, some of these just make no sense. So again, Interloko thinks it's a troll. I don't know what to think of this. You know who else kind of thinks it's a troll? TheThiny. Now, TheThiny caught wind of this video from Interloko and said, these are 90% trolls, 10% story DLC pyramid fighters. I mean, another Ashra is DLC. Again, doesn't make sense. Inenra is DLC. It doesn't make sense. Unless Noob's renamed to Inenra, I guess they could potentially do that, but they mention his name being Noob in the story expansion. Also, the DLC Sub-Zero dialogues don't make any sense since we know what happens in the DLC story. Boom, exactly. Anyway, they exist in Switch files and all languages. To add to this with more info, the naming convention for DLC is different than Tremor, Shang Tsung, Omni-Man, even though all three of them are DLC in the game files. Not every cameo select and player select is playable, as most of these are story stuff and Chapter 15 stuff. You know, Chapter 15 where we get all the weird combinations. Number 3, although I'm aware of the fact that more DLC slots have been added to the game, the total is now at 20. And if we include the above 8, the total becomes 23 and not 20. So 3 previously leaked DLCs will have to be removed. So for this to be true, Cassie, Jade, and Kung Jin would have to be cancelled, as the rest already have recorded dialogues. Again, to reiterate, will there be 20 DLC characters? TheThiny says yes. So TheThiny went on to say, I want it to be known that I'm in no way throwing shit at Interloko, as even he himself knows there's a high chance this is a troll. I just can't seem to understand how they would leak Combat Pack 4 when Combat Pack 1 isn't even out yet, unless this was intentional, or they're finishing all the DLCs now, so they work on actual content. The data could be left there by accident because they always forget to remove new stuff whenever they add them, assuming this is real. So that is everything our man TheThiny had to say about Interloko's findings. Take it for what you will. Let's not forget, this is coming from the exact same company that had this right here, the Terminator data mining Easter egg at the end of his, was it Fatality or the winning pose? It's been a minute, so it is what it is at this point. At the very least, we know what appears to be confirmed, concrete. At the beginning, we talked about it, but this other new stuff, man, that just doesn't line up, you know what I mean? So I think it's probably a troll. It seems like every data miner thinks it's a troll, but regardless, what do you think of all of this? I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts on it. I'm gonna play it by ear and see what happens. Shout out to both TheThiny and Interloko. If you do not follow both, I highly suggest you do, because when it comes to data mining, the source code, they are the first to do it. Good pals of mine. Show them some love. Tell them that Dynasty sent you. But guys, that is all I got for y'all today. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section down below. Woo! I don't know what to think. It's exciting, but at the same time, I'm just like, dude, I don't even want to hear about this until sometime next year, because so much can change. But I do think it's probably a troll. I really do, because it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. But guys, I love you. If you enjoyed the video, take a second, drop a like out, of course. Subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Until next time, I've been your host from Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. And before I go, I want to say it seems like maybe tomorrow we'll have an update about this, because Interloko came out and shared just hot off the wire. I don't have the time now, so tomorrow I'll be posting more information I found. I have both 100% legit info and more of what I consider a troll by the devs. So there you have it. There you have it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
On it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady, kinda